United States Online Racing League Truck Series comes to you from Darlington, South Carolina. First round of the playoffs. It's the USORL Throwback Night. And this is the Fast 29 Countdown to Green presented by Cure SMA. Chris Pickett here with you as usual alongside my boys Dale Barham and Jamie Zalecki from the Lady in Black. There she is in all her glory as we look down on her. Qualifying beginning here at Darlington. This is the first round of the playoffs. The reset is in. 12 drivers getting ready to go after this championship in Season 7. Take a quick look and show you how they ended up being in this position after Martinsville last week. Shane Terrian is on the first position after the reset. Garrett Sidnor, Blake Trowick, Matthew Rodriguez, and last week's winner Dylan Poteet round out the top 5. Dallas Frew, Matt Muir, Steven Merzlak, who got in on points, Doug Denice, Huang Do, the other one that got in on points, rounds out the top 10. And then it would be Bronson Stafford in 12th, and if this thing will actually show us, there it goes, Darren Ingram, there we go, in 11th and 12th, and then below Bronson Stafford, the rest of the field will be just racing for table scraps, 13 on back. Dale and Jamie, good to have you with us here tonight as qualifying continues. Dale, we've seen a lot of action off turn 2 already in practice tonight. What's going to be the keys to bringing this one home tonight?
Making sure the car, well, not car, that's another one for the jar. Making sure the truck turns good, you know. Looks like everybody's been having trouble with that transition period with not just the banking, but the pavement being uneven. So that's one of the key points, is keeping the truck straight coming off that corner.
Jamie Zalecki, you've taken a look at these guys going around in practice. How do we feel about how the weather is going to be throwing these guys for a curve tonight?
Yeah, the weather tonight's going to be certainly one of the keys to the race. It looks like it's about 70 degrees air temp. Track's cooled down to 75. It was 80 degrees about 10-15 minutes ago in practice. But the one thing you got to keep your eye on here, and I can already hear Tommy Bordeaux talking about it, it's that easterly wind at 17 miles an hour. That's pushing these guys right up into the wall off turn 2. And we've seen a lot of backup trucks roll off the truck today. So, you know, Tommy Bordeaux is probably not the only driver out there. Well, he might not be out there tonight, but I'm sure all these drivers agree with him. Turn off the wind. It's going to cause havoc on these guys tonight.
Take a look at Shane Terrian completing his qualifying lap. He called his shot last week, guys. If you remember, he said everybody's going to be racing for second, and right now he is on the provisional pole after that lap. But yes, that wind is going to be a factor. I actually turned a few laps tonight just to kind of see what the truck would feel like, and I'm not the greatest of judges of that, but it is extremely tricky off of turn 2. And we have seen it with these guys tonight in practice. They have had all kinds of issues off of turn 2. And if you take a look at it, coming off turn 2, you want to be right up against this wall right here as you come through, but the guys want to dive and kind of diamond it, and you can see where the banking right through here kind of flattens out, and there's a seam right there. And as our former guy, our former buddy, well, not former buddy, he's still our buddy, but our former racer, Matthew Stillman, that seems to be an issue here tonight.
Yeah, Chris, I'm glad I wasn't lumped into that, because it seems to me like that is going to be quite the issue out here tonight at Darlington.
And plus the wind on top of that. That wind, there's a flag over here in turn 3 that is just absolutely straight out in the direction that the wind is going in. It's been incredible to watch tonight.
Guys, I think qualifying just ended and we have an upset. Tom Bourne on the pole, if my timing is right.
I mean, you mentioned Shane calling a shot earlier. Hopefully doesn't choke it like the U.S. did against Belgium the other day.
Oh, you just had to go there already. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, it did. Everybody's thrilled that you just brought that up. Well, we'll take a look at a few of these throwback trucks that are out here tonight. There's Zach Krastowski and one of the 3 Hot Wheels machines out there tonight. Some of these may not be entirely throwback, but we'll show who's out there tonight as they come around. Dylan Poteet's out there.
Thrown back in the truck.
Yes, Dylan Poteet in the 31, last week's winner at Martinsville. 105 laps on a set of tires in that race. Still shaking my head.
Yeah.
And Eduardo.
You got it. Come on
I'm
now.
not going to do it. I'm like, somebody else say it. Somebody else say it. Frankie's on the track. How's that? Is that better? That doesn't work either.
Eduardo
Munoz. There we go. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, folks. Back in the Truck Series with us. Glad to have him back in the 07. Throwback scheme to Ricky Hendrick.
A throwback to last week.
Or, well, actually, I guess Kyle Busch, too. Everybody that's ran that truck.
Every day.
Every day, yes. Michael Murata's got a great-looking Napa Auto Parts Ram out there tonight. It's got a Jimmy... is that Jimmy Means? Had the Napa car early 90s. Got a little feel of that tonight. Steven Merzlak, the Dennis Setzer 2003 ride. Go ahead, Jamie. You know you want that,
sir. I hardly know her.
There it is.
There we go.
Free to everyone, folks. Enjoy it.
And I was going to let that one go.
He'll be here all night, guys.
Yes.
Unfortunately for you guys, I will be.
Austin Spencer. He's bringing back the Billy Ballou ride. Look, oh, Mikey! Nice save. Oh, he's still chasing it. Wow, nice save, Mikey.
Well done.
And the reason why we focused on him is he's on top of the board right now. I want to give him a quick shout out. Doug DeNice in the Sam's Club Chevy. 12 drivers going for this championship tonight, and we will have some color adage to those drivers in the ticker so you can keep track of them as the race goes on tonight. Our thanks to Skittles for that one. Taste the rainbow. That was so cheap, but it was so great.
It was.
And it wasn't me this time.
Yes. Calder Roser, there's the 32. There's another Hot Wheels machine out there. That comes by turns 1 and 2. Joey Chapman. Not as many throwbacks out here as we were kind of hoping, unless we were either we're missing some of them or folks just decided not to do them, not for sure. But the ones we have out there tonight look great.
I mean, with Cup coming up, Thursday at Daytona, I think a lot of these guys are more focused on getting those cars, put together to put on a show.
That was an interesting scheduling conflict there. We've got the throwback race tonight, and then Cup begins on Thursday night. So you're going to be stuck with us here on Fast 29 for 7 weeks straight on both Tuesdays and Thursday nights here on YouTube and on Twitch.
Boy, I feel for you guys.
I know, right?
You plan on skipping some, Jamie?
Nope.
All right.
Not gonna get that lucky.
We just lost every viewer we had after you said that. Great job.
No, I think I just brought in tenfold the viewers.
They heard you say that and decided to join. That makes a lot of sense.
That's right.
They said, yay, more.
Oh, Lord. It's gonna be a long night.
It's gonna be a longer 7 weeks.
True. So true. Let's take a look at the standings and warm up here as it concludes right now. Perfect timing. There we go. Mikey Murata wins the warm up session. All right, here we go. Let's grid them up. Let's see what we got starting lineup wise here tonight. Brought to you by our friends at Johns Peterson, a Jamie Zalecki company. On the pole, you were right. Tom Bourne with the upset over Shane Terrian. He said everybody else will be racing for second. He's got to come from second on the grid tonight. Row 2, Matthew Rodriguez, Michigan winner, and Bronson Stafford. In row 3, Blake Trowick and last week's winner, Dylan Poteet. Row 4, Eduardo Munez Jr. and Huang Do. Doug Denice and Noah Joyce, row 5. Row 6, Steven Merzlak and Joseph Weaver. Row 7, Cam Barnes and Matt Muir. Not for sure why his truck looks like that, but I guess they didn't pay us any commercial money like Fox did that one year.
Yeah.
Row 8, Matthew Murata and Dallas Frew. In row 9, it's Joey Chapman and Garrett Sidnor, way back in row 9. Row 10 is Austin Spencer and Darren Ingram. Row 11, Zach Krastowski and Nicholas Bedimlik, the other Hot Wheels machine that we had not seen yet. The 67 has that Kyle Petty throwback. So now we got 2 Hot Wheels cars in the same row. That's not going to be confusing at all. Row 12 is Ryan Tovar and Cole DeRosa, the other Hot Wheels machine. They're all right there together. And in the final spot, it's Nick Baker in the 79. 25 trucks strong here at Darlington tonight. Wrong track, boys.
Hey, you're at the wrong track.
My fault. Tom Bourne, Shane Terrian on the front row as they come through 3 and 4. Getting ready for the green flag to come out. Glad to have you with us, folks, here on Fast 29. Hope you're enjoying this evening. Hopefully it's a little bit cooler than where we were last week at this time, wherever you are. Bill comes off turn 4, looking for the green to come out.
Green flag.
Green flag in the air. We're racing at Darlington.
Both lines even, neither side got a clear advantage.
Bourne clears off turn 2. Down the backstretch for the first time. Oh, trouble on the backstretch already!
Yep, the wind claimed our first victim here.
It's Dallas
on
Frew.
lap 1.
Dallas from that 95 just went for a ride.
I wondered if we'd make it through lap 1 with this wind.
We did not.
See, I didn't want to say it out loud, but I was wondering if the same thing would happen last week would happen this week, and it did.
He just got loose off the top. Great job of driving by these guys behind him. Look at that. Nobody else got any contact. That's rare here at Darlington with that kind of activity off turn 2, especially first lap.
Yep.
So we take a look.
Tough for Dallas as being one of the playoff contenders now to be sitting at the back of the field, though.
It's coming off turn 2. Here comes the field. You can see he's up a little high right there and just catches the wall, and around he goes. Well, that was a quick, again, second week in a row, as you mentioned, we're under caution after the first lap. Tom Bourne, your leader. Glad to have him back in the field. He's missed a few races, but he's going to try and be the spoiler a little bit with all these playoff drivers. You see 2nd through 7th, all playoff contenders.
You know, some of them pit as well. Doug Denice, you know, Dallas, of course, spinning out, pitted. About 8 cars went to pit lane a while ago.
Here's a look at those guys. Some of them still on the pit lane, coming off now. Remember, 3 sets of tires here tonight. In fact, we didn't actually show all that, so we'll pop that up really quick. There's a look at Darlington. 1.366 mile track, egg shape. 3 sets of tires tonight, 3 attempts at the green-white checkered as usual. Fuel limit 66%, and of course no fast repairs in this league.
Tom, is that your patriotic team?
Yeah, tough break for Dallas right there. Just did a complete set of tires right there. Now he's got to manage his tires for the rest of the race.
He actually took fuel only, it looked like there,
Was
so
full only? Oh, I thought it said
he's going to be
tires.
struggling on these tires, I think, but
Yeah.
he still has that extra set sitting in the pits.
Doubling up for the restart. Just like they started the race, Bourne and Terrian on the front row. And just like last week, we have no green up here yet. Give it some time. But like I said, it's been tricky at this track tonight. The old lady's been very mean to these trucks during practice. So we'll see if maybe they can get it straightened out here and we'll get some green flag running. Here we go. Restart. Lap 4. Dallas Frew coming through the gears. Oh, trouble again. Denice and Tovar. No caution yet.
No caution.
And I don't think there will be one. Those are 2 single cars, so we'll continue. Bourne leads, Terrian second, Rodriguez third.
Oh, they are squirrely coming off of turn 2.
Combination of wind, dirty air. Not a fun ride.
I know it's not Daytona, but I think this is an acceptable time to use that these trucks are driving terrible right now.
Nah, they're driving good. On board Noah Joyce. Already finding the high line, clipping the wall. That's Darlington. Get that stripe early. Passing Munoz, got Wong Do just behind. Oh, trouble behind him. Saw somebody spinning in turn 3, no caution. Still no caution after that as well. I couldn't tell who that was back there, but there was somebody spinning off turn 3. On board with Chapman. Might have been Calder Roser.
I think race control might be taking a more liberal approach to the yellows, especially after last week when it seemed like every restart was another yellow.
Might actually have it here. Let's take a look. Coming in turn 3, we may have it here. Darren Ingram. Yep.
Just lost it there on corner entry.
Sure did.
That's surprising.
Yep.
Yep.
And that's what we've been seeing all night. Just random incidents like that.
Boy, Terrian is not letting Tom Bourne get away. He is right there on him. And you mentioned it earlier, Chris. He called his shot last week and said everybody's just playing for second. He's looking to take the lead here.
Looking low right now.
And that is one thing we failed to speak about earlier, is our who's going to get her done. Obviously, we know who Jamie's picking already.
Who's Jamie going for?
I think that truck right there.
That's
over
right.
there? That
38.
38?
Shane Terrian. He called a shot last week. How could you bet against that?
Dale,
playing with house money.
Dale, how do you feel about that one? Is we right on board with him?
I don't know. I mean, I'll go for it. He's got a lot to prove now. He called the shot. Everybody heard him. Everybody's gonna be working against him or trying not to help him get by. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, one guy that was not here last week that did not hear that shot being called is the guy in front of him.
Yeah.
Apparently Tom didn't get the message.
No, but calling your shot, to challenge yourself to win a race and call out other drivers could also lead you to overdrive and create some mistakes.
And this is not the place to do that.
Tarian is not letting up. He is letting Bourne know he is there, he is faster, and he wants this lead.
There's a look back at him.
Incremental turns of the wheel right there.
Definitely holding a pretty wheel for here at Darlington. This is back around 7th or so. You got Dylan Poteet, Noah Joyce, you're riding on board with Munoz. Looking ahead at Noah Joyce. And Tarian battle for the lead.
Inside.
Can't get it done.
With the momentum that Highline gets there, it's really hard to successfully complete a pass here on the low line of Darlington, but I think that 38 shark still got it in him. I think he's going to take the lead here in the next 5 or 10 laps or so.
He's going to make something happen. He's going to find a way to get around and get what he wants done.
You hear him letting off real late, entering turn 1, and right back to the throttle, off of it halfway through, and then mat it off 2. That's what you want to do here at Darlington. And this corner, the tighter end of the egg through 3 and 4.
A lot of these playoff drivers are now running from 2nd to 6th place. You got a gap of them running from 9th to 12th. And just dominating the front half of the field right now.
Tom Bourne there was loose off turn 2, boys. It's might be starting to go away from that 16 truck. These tires here at Darlington, they're going to wear out quick, especially with that wind off turn 2. It could get even more dangerous than it has been all night.
One car to pit lane as Tovar goes a lap down.
Remember, he had that incident off turn 2 with Doug Denice that did not bring out a caution, and saw quite a bit of damage in front of that 23, so he's probably coming in and getting that taken care of. Ooh, Tarian overcharged turn 3 a little bit into the wall.
Got that stripe.
Just wants the race win diecast to look a bit more like it ran at Darlington, that's all.
That cost him about, what, half a second right there.
It's on board with Munoz, just back in 8th. Looking ahead at Noah Joyce.
Yeah, these two have really been going at it too, and you just can't see Munoz be able to pull off that move, just like we're seeing up front with Tarian and Bourne. I think Munoz is definitely faster than that 81 of Joyce. He just can't find a way around him.
Saw Huang Do take a look underneath Munoz going into turn 1. Couldn't quite make that move happen. One truck to keep an eye on that's been moving up is Garrett Sidnor. He's moved up to 10th from his 18th starting spot, excuse me. Making moves quick as you look at Austin Spencer underneath Muir.
Yeah, Garrett's one of the faster cars right now on the world, faster trucks right now. 178 miles an hour so far.
Yeah, you guys mentioned that 50 of Sidnor. Don't sleep on that 6-7 truck of Demlick. He's also moved up 8 spots up into 14th now.
We're not going to do it, folks. It's too early.
Man.
It's too early and it's too cheap.
6.
7! I hate everything we're about.
Hey.
Oh,
Ooh.
Londo up there in the wall in turn 1.
Oh,
Getting another stripe there.
you saw
Off of turn
Joyce
3.
get loose off turn 2 as well. In front of
Like
Munoz
Garrett-
up there.
Garrett moved to get by Wong Do right there.
Munoz makes the move on Joyce. Moves into 7th.
Everybody's kind of running single file, taking their time to get by people. Just waiting for them to let off the throttle a bit as they enter or exit the corner to get on their inside to get by.
It's on board Matt Muir diving underneath Steven Merzlak. Woo!
Drifts up a bit.
It is so hard to make that move through that corner. This is Trowick underneath Matthew Rodriguez. Bronson Stafford also moving around. That's 3rd, 4th, and 5th swapping around. And back to this battle again. Munoz, Joyce, Sidnor, and Doe.
A lot of these guys who missed the playoffs by a couple points are trying to play spoiler to knock off a couple points for a lot of these guys running up front right now.
And this is the first round of 3. This will cut the 12 driver field to 8, and we'll take a look at the bubble, and we will get rid of the random pit stop thing that's in there. Let's go, that way you can actually see it. You see Matt Muir sitting on the bubble right now.
Currently 12th place right now.
Doug Denice, the real loser right now, but of course it's early. He had that spin off turn 2. Let's see if he can make up that as the race goes on. Riding on board with Matthew Rodriguez in 5th. He slipped back a couple spots here. But hanging with the 2 guys that just passed him. That's Trowick and Stafford in front of him. As Sidnor makes the move underneath Joyce. Wong Do going to try and follow him through.
Got a little loose there off the corner.
Do going to complete the pass on Joyce.
Watching the battle up front, it looks like the 38 of Tarian has caught back up to the 16 of Thorne, and they've left the rest of the field behind. Next closest is the 56 of Blake Trowick, just over 2 seconds behind these 2 leaders.
Looking out the back of Tom Morn, looking back at Tarian.
Ooh.
And we'll take a look at these 2 here. Shane Tarian inching closer every lap.
Got a nice little battle happening for 11th and 12th as Wong Do, Nicholas,
Oh,
and
look at
Matt.
this 3 wide behind them.
Yeah, they just keep swapping positions right there.
That's Cam Barnes back there as well. As the lead tightens up again. Boy, Tarian, he's closing that gap here down the backstretch.
Yeah, Chris, he's there. He's ready. He's about to take his second shot here at the lead.
Like, you know those videos of National Geographic with like the tiger or the lion just hiding in the bushes waiting to pounce? That's what Shane's doing.
Now here at Darlington, you want to kind of, it's almost like a road course. You kind of want to, let them kind of make a mistake in front of you maybe, as opposed to pushing the issue, because this is definitely a track that you want to race. You don't want to race the guys around you.
Oh yeah, if you start racing the guys around you and stop racing the track, you're in for a world of hurt, especially with the wind we've seen tonight. So you definitely want to focus on your race and just let it come to you.
Mm-hmm. Stay patient, run your lines.
Maybe even a stay and work together, as it were.
Cam Barnes right there in that 77 making moves.
Passing Matt Muir for 12th. Up front.
Bronson Stafford in pits. Was running up in 4th place earlier. Matt Muir also heading on pit lane as well.
We are getting close to the pit stop window. We estimated that to be somewhere between 32 and 37 laps, roughly, for fuel. So that's a little early, but maybe he's trying to force these guys to take some tires early.
Yeah, I like that call. I like pitting here a lap or two early, get the fresh tires, try to force the field into pitting before maybe they want to, maybe get the upper hand there, and then of course you've got the undercut. It's Tom Bourne in the wall off turn 2. It's getting dangerous out there, boys.
Here comes Shane Terrian, closes the gap right up on him.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe this might be a bit too early to save fuel, especially since we did have a yellow off the bat, the opening lap, so they were able to save a bit for another 3 to 4 laps at that point.
Yeah, they did have that yellow at the start to save some fuel, but I still like pitting early. You've got 3 sets of tires, it's only 80 laps, and you can go about 35-ish laps on fuel. You might as well come in and take the tires.
Speaking of, we did fail to mention, for those fans of his, he did not qualify tonight. Now, he does have an excuse tonight, folks. Unfortunately, he is under the weather. Maybe coming down with a little bit of the flu, so we definitely want to give him a shout-out tonight. Dewey Schramm, thinking about you, buddy. Hopefully you're feeling better soon, and hopefully you're watching this race tonight as Terrian makes the move down the backstretch into turn 3, and he's going to pit.
Ooh.
So never mind. And a caution's
like
out. Caution's out.
Times it. Did he make it
Austin
down
Spencer.
pit? Oh.
Terrian did not make it to the commit line. He has to stay out on track here. Boy, that almost turned out great for him.
And now we have a caution.
Nicholas Bedelik on the radio. Thank you for the call as Austin Spencer goes around off turn 4, bringing out our second caution of the night.
This will really help Joey Chapman, Matt Murray, Bronson Stafford, Austin Spencer, because they're all a lap down because they did pit early.
Well, that was the interesting pass for the lead there. And off turn 4 in front of him. Oh my goodness, Matt Muir. What a miss there down the front straightaway. We'll take another look at that as we had the wrong camera up the beginning here. So here we go, off turn 4. You see Austin Spencer a little high through 3 and 4. Catches the wall and does everything he can to hang on to it. They think he's going to come back across the track. Matt committed to the bottom, and he's like, please don't come back down. And he didn't.
As pit lane is full, everybody from 1st to 20th is now in the pits.
Let's look at Matt Muir's angle. Austin Spencer way up here. And you see him go around, you're like, oh, where's he going? Oh, no, 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 no.
I don't think any one of those drivers lifted.
Knowing this league, they probably did not. As the race off pit road, look at that 3 wide coming off.
Ooh, tough break for those early pitters. Weren't able to make it around in time. They got their lap back, but weren't able to gain position at all. Although this restart should help Doug DeNice right now, sitting in 19th place.
Guys, a lull in the action here. I think you know what that means.
Oh, I bet we do, Jamie. Let me get prepared. Hold on a moment. Okay.
I wonder if we can get one of those beautiful Hot Wheels cars up on screen for tonight's Scott Pruitt. Hi to my family at home. Shout out of the race.
Well, there's your one right there. How about Nicholas Bedelik? There you go.
This one, it's a bit of an interesting one. Partially to Dewey Schramm. We hope you feel better and get your ass out on track next week. But also...
Wow.
but also, I think we're going to shout out to Scott Pruitt himself. Hot Wheels just released a brand new diecast car of none other than the 14 Lexus RCF GTD car driven by Scott Pruitt. Go out, pick you one up. I know that's what I'm going to do this weekend.
He had one in his hands earlier, folks, so Pretty sure he's just as excited as nobody else is. But that's okay. Hi, Scott. Glad to see that they're still making diecasts of you and they're still thinking about you. That's great.
Yep. Ooh, wow.
Hey, look, Barney.
Another Barney.
Wasn't expecting that as we come up turn 4. Tom Bourne, Shane Terrian. We've said that several times tonight. Green flag back in the air. Back to racing at Darlington, lap 39.
Great start there.
Booger's head.
Yeah, great start there from Tom Bourne. Wasting no time telling Shane Terrian, you're not passing me on this lap.
I think
stay in line, work together.
Terrian's got some other thoughts as Trowick gets really loose off turn 2. Rodriguez takes advantage as Terrian looks low on Bourne in front of them.
Right as the green flag drops, trying to apply that pressure on him. Well, the biggest gainer out of that pit cycle was Nicholas Budemic. Up 16 spots right now.
Terrian right on the tailgate off 2. Looks low on Bourne. I think Terrian's done messing around behind Bourne. He's wanting this lead now as he goes into 3.
Yep, sorry, Dale.
No, I was saying give him a bit of a love tap. Just wanted to rattle his cage a bit, let him know he's there.
Still can't get past him.
Yeah, these drivers are aggressive right now. As we just crossed halfway, Shane Terrian probably thinks this is his best chance on the fresh tires as he gets another great run off 2, looks to the inside of the 16, going into 3. He might have him this time.
Now he didn't have enough room to roll up the corner there.
I think the only way by here is going to be a famous slide job.
And he did. He made it. Terrian to the front.
And away he goes.
Now, what can Tom do to get that spot back?
31 Poteed off the wall. Next in turn 2 there.
Back here for 7th.
Muniz and Joyce once again side by side.
Yeah, these two haven't been able to get away from each other since the green flag fell. Well, folks, one other thing we have not done yet. It's time to over-rev your speakers. Lighting them up, making them loud here at Darlington tonight as Shane Terrian continues to lead over Tom Bourne, but Bourne's not letting him out of his sight yet.
Yeah, I think the 38 might just be, you know, racing the track right here. Just keep the 16 behind you, race the track, keep your tires under you. Just don't lose it. You don't want to wreck from the lead, especially when you called your shot last week. There's no reason to drive out to a 4, 5, 6, or even 7 second lead.
To prove you can.
How many seconds, Shane?
But, you know, 6 or 7.
Okay. Making sure we were clear on that.
There's the person who hates the joke making the joke.
Maybe even 7 or 9 seconds if you're feeling frisky.
Just unassorted numbers between 5 and 8, you know.
Nick Baker right there, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Look at this battle again. Munoz and Joyce, the dynamic duo, joined by Steven Merslak in a guest role as he comes in behind him. But Demlick in front of him there's Bourne trying to close up on Terrian into turn 3. He got a good run off 2. He's going to try and get a run off the high line here coming off of 4.
Just got to keep it calm for a bit, just like Jamie said.
I said a lot of things, Dale. You're going to have to be a little more specific.
You know, don't race the guy in front of you. Race the track.
That's right.
Saw Ryan Tovar again, still having troubles with that 23. He's back in the pits. Might be ready to call it a night there in that 23 as, again, Munoz and Joyce. How aggravating is that, Dale, when you've got the truck to make the pass and you just can't do it, and now you might lose a spot to Merslak.
Hey, they're both battling each other. You know, maybe it's time to back off, work together. You know, try to get by everybody else.
Woo! Murata loose off turn 2, gives up the spot to Stafford. And remember, Stafford pitted early, so he pitted before the yellow came out, so he kind of got pinned back in traffic there. So he's now in 15th, trying to move back up.
And Dale, I'm sure Munoz there agrees with you. Stay in line and work together. He just wants to be in front of the 81 of Noah Joyce.
Mom said it's my turn to lead the race.
Another quick look at the bubble drivers as they run right now. Matt Muir's still on the bubble, but everybody has rotated around him. Now that Terrian is leading, that puts him in a spot to be in the win and you're in position, obviously, so that shuffled things around quite a bit with Bourne out of the lead. Riding on board with Merslak, looking ahead of Joyce, 7th and 8th.
Looks slow, doesn't have it. That 90 car, the 90 truck is drifting right into the wall right there.
You know, for the way practice was going, guys, to only have 2 cautions, this has been pretty impressive so far as Merslak makes a move underneath Joyce in front of this pack right here. There it is. Munoz again all over Joyce trying to make this move.
Barnes finished that move on the 50 of Sidnor there. But yeah, Chris, you're right. This is not the race we were expecting. Although you got to hand it to these guys. They certainly tried. They just couldn't get Barney to wave that yellow flag, as we're still green here at Darlington.
I mean, you know, the whole point of practice is to see how far you can push the car, particularly at Darlington, you know, the exit of 2. And I guess these guys have realized they can't, you know, push it as much as they want, so they're kind of backing off a bit to minimize the amount of yellows we have tonight.
And that's a good way to look at it. I was practicing one night, I think we were at Daytona, so we were practicing our drafting and seeing if we could get up there and win the race. And I was behind Cal Lovell, and, you know, I don't have a good history of being behind Cal, for 1. But 2, we were learning. I was pushing him through the corners to see if we could get that little extra boost, and I just absolutely dumped him. And he said, don't worry, that's what practice is for. Let's find out where the line is so we can go win the race later.
Did you guys win?
That was the question.
That was a long time ago.
Oh, Joyce catches the wall off in the middle of 1 and 2, knocks it sideways. Munoz still couldn't take advantage of it. He's catches the wall off 2. That was a hard shot there for the 81. And Barnes going to take advantage of Munoz going into 3. Munoz is thinking, what is it going to take to get around this 81? He's knocked the wall down twice in front of me, and I'm getting past.
The chrome horn. That's what it's going to take.
We got to drive right through it.
Oh, he got close there going into 1, just as you said it, and he just caught the wall in 1. Barnes going to clear him. On board with Munoz, looking ahead at Barnes. Oh, he catches the wall off 2 himself.
The 56 and 13 enter pit lane right now.
Yeah, I think Muniz just needs to reset here. He's been focused on racing Noah Joyce. He needs to get back to racing the track. Darlington's the track that you've got to race it. Let Noah make his mistake, and next time he knocks the wall down, maybe you'll be in a position where you can just drive right by him.
At this point, you're not really racing for, a championship. You're racing for pride, win a race. You could handle a bit of being patient,
But at the same time...
Oh, Joyce in the wall again in front of him here.
We're somehow down to 23 laps to go, 22 laps to go now, so you do need to start thinking about making some moves.
True.
Munoz finally cleared Joyce because I think he just about knocked the wall down between 3 and 4 there at that time. Frew got by as well.
Terrian's out to a 7/10 of a second lead over Tom Bourne now. But we do still have one more pit stop, so it's going to be interesting to see. Shane Terrian was one of the drivers we saw practicing that tricky pit entry, so he might be in good shape here.
And he almost made it earlier and just about threw away the race when that caution came out for Austin Spencer. As Darren Ingram drops out of 22nd and into the pits. So again, we may be seeing some guys trying to short pit it here.
As Juan Do continues to move the safer barrier back off turn 2.
What a nice guy.
Oh, Tom Bourne in the pits.
Bourne is in. Here we go.
If you're Terrian, you have to react. The new tires here at Darlington are worth way too much. You've got to come in this next lap.
There is Bourne. Stafford's in. He pitted early last time, so did Muir. And Terrian is in. You called it. Here he comes. Great pit entry by the 38. Here comes Bademlik trying to close the gap behind him. Did a great job of lowering it down.
Wong Do, Noah Joyce enter as well.
That hands the lead to Matthew Rodriguez. Dylan Poteet, Steven Merzlak, your top 3 right now as this cycle continues. Poteet in. He drops out a second.
Hoping to see another tire save master class from Dylan right there. Still might get it. He just gets fuel.
Looks like Rodriguez may be thinking about it here. Nope, not yet.
Looks like on our timing, Terrian came out behind Bademlik, but ahead of Tom Bourne. That's impressive.
That's a good pit stop by Nick right there.
Remember, he did that last week at Martinsville. Gained a bunch of time under a caution flag pit stop.
Guys, do we think the 6-7 just took right side tires here? Is that a call that you would make here at Darlington? It's not a call I would make. That's for sure.
Well, let's take a look. Well, it's not up there yet because some of these guys haven't pitted in front of the top 10 have not pitted yet, so I can't tell on that graphic.
We just need one more to pit because he's back there in 11th.
Look at the outlap. 3 seconds faster than Terrian.
Look at that box time too. 4 seconds faster.
He had to have taken 2 tires. Or less fuel, perhaps.
Can these truck crews get a 4-tire change done in 10 seconds?
Ah, man, that's, I don't know. Here comes Rodriguez in.
Go for 2 less fuel.
Hands lead Cam Barnes. Munoz, Frew. That's the 3 that have. Weaver is not pitted. Denice, Sidnor, Nick Baker. The top 7 have not pitted yet.
Looks like Terrian just passed Bademlik, and so did Tom Bourne.
Oh, look at this battle back here. Look at this.
They're back. They're fighting for it now.
We did hear on the radio Bademlik saying his truck felt like it was on ice, so definitely shows that as the 2 former leaders are past him, and now they're working on Weaver. Weaver is not pitted, and he's in the wall.
Into the wall.
This will be the race for the lead after the cycle continues here. Waiting on Barnes, Frew, and Weaver to pit. These guys just got their lap back.
The race winners are, the race leaders at this point.
That's your leader, Cam Barnes. Going long on this one.
I like the call for that 77 truck of Cam Barnes, but I think this far into the cycle, you're not going to get that yellow you were hoping for. Yep. So you almost might as well just come in and cut your losses.
And I'm corrected. Terrian and Bourne are closing up to get that lap back from Barnes. They're now directly behind him. There they are, right there.
Yeah. Only people on the lead lap right now are running first through 6th place right now.
Doug DeNice is in now.
I mean, if Cam can time his pit stop right as they try to go past him, he could potentially still have the lead when he gets back.
Terrian passes him now. Here comes Bourne. That's going to be a tall order deal, but we'll see what happens. Ooh, that was close on Bourne's part, getting by Barnes there. There's Bedemlik. Barnes staying out.
Looks like he's staying out, trying to hope for something. But at this point, I don't think it'll make a difference, even with a caution, because he still needs to pit.
It's in 33 laps since his last pit. He's got to be getting close, both fuel and tires.
And you see it right there on the graphic. Nicholas Bedemlik took 2 tires that last pit stop.
There it is. Yep. And that's why he was saying it was on ice right there, boys. He still might be able to squeeze a top 3 out of this.
I mean, still impressive pit stop strategy. I mean, he was the 3rd person in pit order, came out 2nd.
Yeah, every point matters, and this gets him a potential podium. It certainly seems to have been the right
call. Trouble on the backstretch! Trouble!
And that changes everything.
Bronson Stafford.
Ooh. A little bit too late for Cam.
Man, I'm so fucking sick of this.
But I think it could be worse. There are still several trucks trapped a lap down here.
This is going to change a lot here. We heard Rodriguez on the radio first, so it kind of happened around them back there, Stafford and Rodriguez. Let's take a look, see what happened. Rodriguez is in front of this pack. Oh, Weaver catches him in the right rear and...
Catch a ride right there.
Gonna get a little bit better angle off of that.
Oh, Cam, Dallas, and Garrett are in. So does Weaver and Nick Baker.
Boy, Stafford was lucky to not just go head on into the backstretch wall there. Riding on board with Stafford. The Weaver's up there. Remember, he didn't pit yet. He slides up and, oh, wow.
Kind of turns left there, car inside.
Now again, that may have been tires and he got loose off turn 2. Remember, we've seen that all night.
Yeah, it definitely could have been for sure.
So,
and that 55 hasn't been very nice. We've seen him in the wall a couple times tonight.
So Cam Barnes and Dallas went in, still 2nd, but Shane, Tom, and Nick also pit as well.
Yeah, for sure. You might as well. You still have one more set of tires out there, and you've been out and ran, what was it, 5-6 laps on that set of tires. Definitely come in and use that last set, for sure.
Cam Barnes is a lucky man.
Yes, he is.
It worked out for him.
Look at this.
I'm surprised.
You got 4 tires and you're leading the race.
Had
and
about,
look at all these guys in front of him that are going to take the wave around.
Yeah, when that caution was called, he had about a 28-second gap between him and Shane.
Look who's also snuck up here quietly. We've talked about him a little bit, but not much. Dallas Frew, Daytona winner. He's in second now. Garrett Sidnor, we've talked about how much he had moved up earlier, and then he just kind of plateaued out, but all of a sudden he's in third. And give a call to Nick Baker. Sitting here in fourth, the Dodge machine on the outside, the 79.
21 spots up.
Yeah, got that beautiful 7.9 up here in the top 5. You love to see it.
I thought that was.
He's got the former leaders right behind him, though.
That's not a 19. What?
No.
Yeah,
no.
seeing the 38 and the 16 in your mirror is not what you want to see. But you focus forward, focus on that 77, and you'll see yourself up on the podium.
So how does this latest caution?
We're going to see if they're going to throw this. They may.
Not going.
Yeah, that's what I figured. The field hadn't popped back up yet, so they're going to come around one more time here.
So Chris, how does this latest caution and shakeup, affect the points so far?
Well, let's take a look. I'm glad you asked. Matt Muir is just stuck on the bubble.
That's all.
Oh, nope, there we go. Just updated. So Steven Merzlach now on the bubble. You've got Barnes leading, and you can see it's adjusting as we talk here. So, as they are trying to get things sorted out at the back of the pack here. But Dallas Frew has moved up now. That's the problem right now is Barnes and Frew are trading the top spot right now under this caution. So it's kind of messing things up. But right now, that is actually the way the points are running right now. Frew in fifth, Poteet, Trowick, Muir, and then Merzlach, Doe, Denice. But they're so close together back there. Couple moves in one direction and it's all jacked up, and they may go one more here before we get the green, and we'll probably get the green with about 4 laps to go here at Darlington. We're shaping up for another crazy fast 29 finish at Darlington.
But this just goes to show you how consistency matters, because Wang Do currently is running 10th and Matt is in 13th, but
Pace trucks off.
So they're going to give it this time. Yep, we're going to get a green this time. Barnes, Frew.
Green flag.
Green flag, here we go.
flag.
Great start from Cam Barnes.
And everybody's on 4 tires now. Oh, trouble! How did they hang that on, man? Baker got loose. Oh, and around goes Bademlik. Baker's in the wall.
Shane gets spun a bit.
Cole DeRoser.
Save your stuff, save a little fuel.
Yeah, the 16 of Tom Bourne, 38 Shane Terrian made contact off turn 2 as well, and almost wrecked both those machines.
This all kind of starts, I was afraid of that, right around where Nick Baker restarted.
Like we saw during practice at turn 2.
It's on board with DeRoser. You can see him making contact up there, and I think DeRoser just kind of goes around from what he saw in front of him. This is on the restart. That's a little bit behind it there, but Demlick gets in the door. Oh, you did. That's right. Bourne and Terrian really made some contact there. We're lucky there weren't more trucks involved.
Yeah, that wreck in the back, is more people reacting to what's happening up front with those 3.
Wow, Terrian. That truck got 45 degrees sideways both directions, and he saved that truck.
And kept the position.
Yes, it stayed in front of Tom Bourne.
Is it tactical? Oh.
I gotta see that again. I gotta see that again real quick. That was insane. This is on board with Nick Baker. Look ahead.
No?
There's Terrian right here. Wow. And then Baker gets turned from behind a little bit. But wow, what a save by the 2 leaders in front of him. All right, this is going to be our first attempt at a green-white checkered when we get it all doubled up here. One more lap of caution. While we got a second, we'll take a look real quick at the next few weeks here on Fast 29. Thursday night, folks, Daytona. The Cup Series Season 13 kicks off Thursday night. Looking forward to that. Daytona. Here we go. Then we got Chicagoland with the Truck Series next Tuesday night. Echo Park Speedway in Atlanta next Thursday night for Cup. And Nashville Super Speedway in 2 weeks from tonight for the Truck Series.
It's funny. I like saying Lowe's Motor Speedway, but I hate saying Echo Park.
Well, there's too many syllables.
That's because it was always Lowe's, and it just became Echo Park.
Yeah. If you're going to call it something, call it Hampton Motor Speedway. Like,
Hampton.
20 minutes from Atlanta. It is.
I know. I've just never heard it called that. But yes, it is in Hampton, but that's hilarious. For those of you curious about why the restart looks a little different this time, the wave around cars cannot choose. They're not doubled up, so they had to be single file. This time, everybody can double up, so we're anticipating even more craziness now.
Bring back the old restart rules with the lap down cars on the inside.
Where inside 10 to go, they wouldn't be there.
They wouldn't be there.
Yeah, true.
The way this has been going, we might need a single file restart to finish this thing. Here we go. Barnes and Frew. Green-white checkered attempt number 1.
Green flag.
And we are green.
See if we can finish this one here at Darlington. Barnes again, great jump, but Terrian's with him.
Looks like he's hanging here on the outside of the 95 Dallas Frew. That's exactly what he needs to do.
Oh, and Chapman goes around and around. They go with Barnes. Bourne, excuse me, goes around a big crash into turn 3. Sidnor, Merzlak.
Boy, that 16 truck does not like to stay on the ground this season.
It has not. And look at the damage on the 16.
Can you take me higher?
He's been trying to do that quite a bit.
Might as well just bring that 16 in, go back to the truck, and get yourself an ice cream.
They get jammed up there, and just some casual contact. Gets down to the 16. He gets launched. And how did Matt Muir get through that?
Just drove right through that.
Did you see that?
Looks like that's our Chris Pickett Good Hands Award of the night.
My goodness gracious, if not, my gosh. Let's take a look at it again here, slow-mo. Sidnor gets a bump from Bourne going into 1, slides him up, that makes it 3 wide. Poteet to the outside, Terrian in the wall, and then just this casual Bourne just kind of spins from the bottom and launches. Yeah. And watch this truck right here. Finds a gap and shoots it. What a move by Matt Muir.
Just slid right through that thing.
Wow. And watch the back of this too as we rack it up again. You're going to see Darren Ingram almost hasn't missed. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He does get caught up in it initially right there. He's just in the middle of that wad right here. But after the wreck is over, here comes Chapman. I don't know how they don't wreck right there at the very end of it.
Chapman, he's just full throttle, just. Oh, man.
Well, we wondered how he got through it. Let's take a look at Matt Muir and how he got through this one.
That lift.
Oh, man. Matt, your coupon for a new fire suit is in the mail, buddy.
And it's never a good thing when you can read the roof number of one of your competitors.
No.
Well, this is what Shane wanted. Right now, he's in second place. He's really his own competition. You know, Tom right there is now sitting at 15th. He's just got to get by Cam now, and he has the win.
That 77 truck of Cam Barnes has been really good on these restarts, though. Terrian needs to do his opposite of Jeff Gordon impression and try to stick with him.
We need to double check and see it. This should be the second green-white checkered. We didn't have that first restart was still with, I believe, 3 to go. So this should be our second attempt. So if they don't get the white flag on this one, we'll have one more attempt, and then after that, we race back. So here we go. Cam Barnes, he's had great restarts of late here. Let's see if he's got one more in him. But he's got a strong truck to the inside of Shane Terrian. Here we go. Second attempt at a green-white checkered at Darlington. Here we go.
Ooh, spins on the start. Shane gets a better launch. Can he get him inside the corner?
Oh, contact.
Ooh, Shane drifts up into him.
Side by side down the backstretch. Oh, and Murata goes around, takes Chapman with him.
That was 2 trucks. That should bring it out.
Staying green right now. As Barnes, Shane battle it out still.
White flag. 1 lap to go at Darlington. Cam Barnes leads him into turn 1. Shane Terrian trying to close the gap. Last week's winner, Dylan Poteet, trying to come up here and spoil the party. Down the backstretch, Barnes gets loose. Terrian to the outside. Into turn 3 for the final time. Terrian alongside.
Here comes
off turn 4. Poteet trying to see if he can get there. Off turn 4. Terrian's got the run. They made contact, but Barnes has got it at Darlington. Can you believe?
Shane Terrian held off the field to help the 31 of Poteet take the win. The teammate did not push the 38 to the win this week. That's going to make for an interesting team meeting tomorrow morning.
Look, last week was about both of them getting into the playoffs. This week is every man for himself.
And once again, folks, Darlington delivers on Fast 29. I don't think we've had any margin of victory at this track over like a 10th. It's always been like this.
I think at this point it's just Fast 29 delivers on Fast 29. I mean, we've had so many photo finishes this season.
My goodness.
Look at that blanket. Oh.
Top 3 within a 10th of a second of each other.
Cam wasn't even the fastest car at crossing the line at that moment. Shane was about 2 miles an hour faster than him and still couldn't get the job done. That is amazing.
Let's take a look at this finish again. Terrian's got the run on the outside down the backstretch.
Here comes that 31 right there, though.
Terrian slides up. Barnes holding the bottom line real nice through 3 and 4. And I thought Terrian was just going to have a run off turn 4, but he just didn't get the run. But Barnes kind of crowds him just a little bit. They make contact. And right there, by the nose of that 77.
Yeah, that little aero bubble push from the 31 might have helped him a bit right there.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, Poteet's trying to get in this championship as well. So you got to give him props to try there. You see a win in front of you, you're going to go after it.
Closing the gap the way he did, amazing.
Well, I guess tonight Chevrolet stops Ram.
I think we got a couple, Rams dominating the top 10.
Yeah, 5 Rams in the top. Or sorry, I can't count. 4 Rams in the top 10. But Chevy brings it home. Cam Barnes, first win of the season. I'm sure he's thinking, I wish. Yeah, I'm sure he's thinking, where was this last week?
Cam up 11 spots. Cam up 12. Dallas up 12. Zach up 14 spots.
Hey, shout out to Zach Krastowski bringing it home 7th. Yes. In the shuffle late. Obviously, we were watching the finish at the front, but he brings it home a solid 7th. Doug DeNice fought back up to 9th.
Nick, 13 spots up.
And Cam Barnes going to park it here at the start-finish line and burn it down. We'll get a word from him momentarily. We'll let him celebrate it out here at Darlington. Oh, catches the inside wall a little bit there.
Gotta make sure it passes tack.
Yep.
Just gotta beat
he might have
defender a
cracked
bit.
the wrong corner.
Heartbreaker for Tom though. Like ran a perfect race. Just that last restart, just getting flipped and put in the air, just knocked the wind out of him.
Yep, he ends up 17th there tonight.
Yeah, at this point, I think we're going to need Zach Krastowski to expand his flip tracker to include the USORL.
Here's a look at the unofficial results.
At this point, we're just waiting for a caution, and literally, not as he said it, we hear the radio chirp up, and then we get the caution, and we're like, holy cow. Can you believe that? So, yeah, we when we pitted there under caution, we figured everybody else would stay out. So we would, line up. I think we would be like 7th or 8th or back after the top 5 or something if you guys would pit. We didn't expect to be the front row. So honestly, then after that, it was just I was working on the launch. The launch is the most important thing for me because I'm not fast on the short run. So just get a good launch and pray, basically.
3 times.
Put the huevos on the dashboard and hopefully it sticks. It's kind of all I did, really. And I had to door a little bit to get it, but I didn't want it taken away from me again. So
I can't say I blame you. Well, congratulations on the win, Cam. Long time coming this season. I know this season has not been what you've expected. I know that, but you got you a P1 tonight. Congratulations, and we will see you Thursday night at Cup.
Yeah, that should be fun. Should be some duels, I believe. We have enough entries listed, so I think I'm gonna try to help some unfortunate souls make it in since I'm locked in already.
There we go. Look at that. He's sharing the wealth. Look at that, folks.
Well, I
To a
kind of
degree.
said I'd do it, and it'd be an asshole if I didn't, So,
Yeah,
I don't have anyone to thank because the car's blank. So
we noticed that. What happened? Just has that been that bad of a season, or
you lose all? Yeah, you miss the playoffs, and all the sponsors decide, hey, we're not going to put the logo on the car this week. So,
I will be honest with you.
actually, it's a very obscure throwback. To, JRM ran it in I think the 2008 to 10-ish era, the Gen 4 car. GMS ran it a couple times. Yeah, so just figured I'd do something different. Make me a giant white car so everybody knows I'm coming.
It worked.
Hey, it worked tonight, so
Absolutely.
keep it up. 1 for 1 so far.
There it is. Well, congratulations, Cam. I know it's a long time coming. Celebrate it. We'll see you Thursday night at Daytona.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for all you do for us.
Absolutely. Cam Barnes, driver number 77, P1 tonight here at Darlington. He finally gets one. We do apologize. Something happened to the YouTube stream, and we lost that. But we stayed live on Twitch the entire time. So if you missed any of the interviews between Dylan and Shane and the first part of Cam, I apologize on YouTube. Something happened with the stream there. It's back on now. But Twitch stayed live the entire time, so you can catch back up on there at twitch.tv/Fast29 Network there. All right, guys, let's take a look real quick before we sign off. We'll take a look at the point standings as they run now. If we can get anything to load here now. Everything kind of froze up on me. Go figure, right, folks? It wouldn't be a Fast 29 broadcast without a massive breakdown here at the very end.
Still better than
Dylan.
Fox.
Oh, something happened to the system vitals. Whatever the heck that means. Just popped up on my screen. We'll
Same.
investigate that later. Yeah. Anywho, that's, I guess, what happened to the YouTube. I must have bumped a button and it killed the stream on the YouTube, so I apologize for that. We'll get that fixed for next time. So that way, no buttons that get pushed will boot us off the stream. But here we go. We'll take a look at the point standings there. Well, I apologize. Cam does not qualify for that, so we'll have to adjust that later. But Shane Terrian is the point leader, so just mark Cam off there. Sorry. So that is your points as they run right now. Shane Terrian, Blake Trowick, Dylan Poteet, Garrett Sidnor, and Matthew Rodriguez, your top 5. Dallas Frew, Matt Muir, Steven Merzlak, Doug Denice, Wongdo, Darren Ingram, Bronson Stafford. So right now, the bubble, Wongdo, Darren Ingram, Bronson Stafford, and Doug Denice. Those are the 4 that are out right now. Steven Merzlak on the bubble going into Chicagoland.
That last wreck really saved a bunch of people from getting away from the bubble right there.
That's absolutely true. Yeah, if it would have been a little bit crazier if that wreck had not happened, because they were all jammed up there for quite a while. Well, once again, Darlington delivers here on Fast 29. If you were not entertained tonight, I don't know what to tell you. But I hope you liked it. Make sure you click like, make sure you subscribe, and get notified for when we go live next time. We'll take a look real quick once again at where we'll be over the next few weeks. Again, the launch for Season 13 for the USORL Cup Series from Daytona is Thursday night. Depending on when the duels get over, we may catch a little bit of the duels there, but they will be before the race starts that night, so we may be missing that, but we'll go live at 8:15, so wherever they're at, we'll jump in with them. Next week on Tuesday night, Chicagoland for the Truck Series, round 2 of the playoffs, and then going to Echo Park Speedway in Atlanta for the Cup Series on Thursday night next week, and then the finale for this round at Nashville for the Truck Series in 2 weeks. All right. Well, what'd you guys think? Dale, we'll start with you. How'd you feel about tonight?
Look, this is Darlington always, brings out an amazing finish. Like we said, this race was what they were covered in a blanket across the line. Still an amazing move. Of course, you had Shane and Tom battling it out for most of the lead. Cam Barnes with amazing, tire conservation and pit strategy. Made it to almost one of the last cautions to recapture that lead and held Shane off for a multitude of restarts. Amazing racing tonight.
Jamie, what'd you think?
Classic Darlington. It was a cleaner race than we expected after what we saw in practice. Turn 2 caused trouble, but it didn't cause quite the amount of trouble we expected. Great strategy from Cam Barnes and Dallas Frew. Great to see that actually work out for a change. I've been on the losing end of that about as many times as Brad Keselowski has been, so it's nice to see an alternate strategy take the win. And just another classic finish. This is yet another photo finish live on Fast 29. I mean, if you don't like that racing, don't even watch, right?
Exactly. I'd love to say we'll continue to have this, but I can't guarantee that every week, folks. So bear with us. We may not have this every week, but still, tune in. We enjoy doing what we're doing. Hope you guys are too. So, from all of us here at Fast 29, we're signing off from Darlington for Dale Barham and Jamie Zalecki. I'm Chris Pickett. We'll see you guys Thursday night for the Cup starter up at Daytona. For now, God bless you. We'll see you guys then.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.